Guard Chasity Patterson. You can just raise your hand. Go ahead, John.
Chasity, if you guys or you all make a run this year, what's key to that? What has to go right for this team?
For us, just being intense on both ends of the court. So knowing our game plan and following the game plan that the coaches give us, and just playing our game, getting out in transition, and just being aggressive on both ends.
And then also there's been a lot of talk about the difference in the stuff given the women's tournament players and the men's tournament players. What was your take on that? And what did you kind of think of what the NCAA has said as far as explanations?
That's definitely, I've seen the post, and that's definitely an issue that needs to be addressed. Personally for me as a female athlete, seeing that is, it's disturbing, but, as an athlete, we want to have equality and have the same, opportunities as the men. So I know that people have came before me, like men and women athletes have came before me, and they're fighting. Everybody's been fighting for equality. So just to see that is, kind of, discouraging. But I know that we're here, and we're thankful to be here. Kentucky women's basketball, we've been treated great here, and so far it's been a great trip for us. And at the end of the day, we came here to win basketball games, and so that's what our focus is, and I'm excited about that. So, but yeah, I definitely think that is an issue that needs to be addressed. And
John Wong.
Hey, Chassie, I don't want to keep harping on this, but we all saw the video with the weight room discrepancies. There's also been some issues brought up regarding the food and the swag bag there that you're getting. What specifics have you seen that those areas have seemed to be a little bit deficient on your end?
Like I said, Kentucky's women's basketball, we're very grateful for everything that we've gotten so far. We're not complaining about any of those things regarding like the swag bag or anything. All of these things are given to us, and so we're just thankful for that, and that's how we address that.
As far as a basketball issue, Coach Elsie has said that she wants to have a little bit more balanced scoring. Now, obviously, she was kind of referring to Ryan handling most of that. Do you think some of that may be directed at you? And what do you think about your role in taking up a little bit more of the scoring load?
Definitely. Everybody on the team can definitely score, but for me personally, I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm going to be looking for shots and not passing up shots. So yeah, I definitely feel like I have a role in that scoring.
Okay.
Chasity, obviously this tournament is formatted a little differently with everybody there together, all the teams, San Antonio. Just wondering what it feels like being there, and kind of what the mood of the team, the mentality of the team is now. Does it seem like more important, bigger games than just the regular season or even the SEC season?
Yeah, it's definitely different from any other, games or whatever, but we're treating it as it's just another game. We're still going through film and the game plan, and we're just, treating it like it's another game that we on the schedule. And so, but definitely protocol is like different. We have to go through like COVID testing and stuff, and it's a adjustment, but so far it's been so good. So,
Keith Farmer.
Can you hear me? Yeah. So a couple of things. First off, was that, as much as you didn't want to get knocked out of the SEC tournament, was it good to have a little bit of time to just reset and regroup for this run?
Yeah, it was unfortunate that we came home, but definitely took advantage of that week. Just going hard in practice a few days and then taking some days off was very key for us to rejuvenate and kind of get our minds right, take a mental, break from everything. But I feel like that was a great thing for us to, regroup, come together and kind of work on things that we want to work on.
And what have you learned about Idaho State that you didn't know after the draw?
We just went through film. I know that they're undersized and they're a great team. They're going to make us, they're very disciplined on offense. And so they're going to make us work defensively. And so we just got to, stick to the game plan. And I feel like it'll be a good game.
Go ahead, John Hale.
Chasity, coach said the other day that Treasure is kind of an X factor for you and that she's playing a lot better, obviously, down the stretch. What have you seen from her just in terms of growth this season?
Yes, Treasure has made huge strides, offensively and defensively. She's being more aggressive on both ends, and so that's something that we all notice about her, is that she's bringing that energy and having that pep in her step. And so very excited for Treasure. I know that she can, she's that instant offense too on when she comes in the game, and so that's something that she brings to the team, and we're definitely going to need that.
Last 2 questions, John Wong and then Lee K. Howard.
Chasity, about midway through the season, when Coach Elsie decided to bring Jasmine in at point and move you off the ball, Coach Elsie still talks about wanting to really push the pace. What can you do in your role off the ball to make sure that pace still gets pushed the way that she wants?
Like just getting out in transition, running the lanes. So, Jazz can push the ball, and any of us can really push the ball up, me, Rye, Jazz. So it all depends on, who's running in that position. But I feel like we all can play in all the 3 spots of the guard. So that's the unique thing about it. It doesn't matter who's in what position. We all can, push the pace and kind of do what we need to do.
BK.
Chasity, you guys, obviously you're playing Idaho State, who deserves to be there. They went through a schedule and made it to the tournament, but your SEC schedule was probably one of the toughest in the entire country that any team had to face. I just wonder, playing those teams that you did in the SEC, how has that prepared you for now a run here in March?
Definitely a tough conference. Every game is a big game, and so I think that gave us like the mindset of having, like, you can't take days off, you can't take a game off, and every game matters. And so I feel like moving forward, that's going to be good for us, because we're going to take every game as it could be our last, or it's just the mindset that we're going to have coming into every game.
Thanks, Chasity. Thanks, everyone. We'll
Thanks,
have
everyone.
Coach Elsie up next.